Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello, if you're new, make sure you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading. I do one on my channel every single Friday. Today's reading is basically to get a glimpse of the last 2 weeks of 2020, the last 2 weeks of December. What should we expect? That's what we're going to get into today. So what I'm going to have you do is pick a pile number or a symbol, totem, pile number 1 or the ornament, pile number 2 or the pine cone, pile number 3 or the geode crystal, pile number 4 or the candy cane. So go ahead and see which one speaks out at you, which one jumps out at you, and let's go ahead and start the reading. By the way, we did start journaling on Patreon for anyone that's interested. We do weekly journaling over there, and we use tarot, and it's really fun. But yeah, let's get into the reading. For everyone that picked card pile number 1 or the gold ornament, let's go ahead and see what the last few days, the last 2 weeks look like for you of the entire year. So the first thing that comes up is surrender stubbornness. Why did this card come up for you guys? If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So have you been having issues communicating with people this year, or maybe issues communicating your feelings? Like, do you not know how to put your feelings into words sometimes, or like just your thoughts don't come across right through your words, if you get what I'm saying? We also have surrender worry. So make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart. And have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So the last 2 weeks of this year seems like you're not gonna waste your time being so stubborn and being so anxious and just filled with worry and stress. I do see it that a lot of you, the reason for your stubbornness and the reason that like you wouldn't budge with certain decisions or just like certain behaviors or thoughts or whatever, you're very stubborn in it because I felt like you were afraid that if you weren't like that with that person, thing, situation, whatever it is, if you weren't that stubborn with that, then you were worried that either you would lose it, or something would go wrong, or something bad would happen. Does that make sense? Like, I'm trying to get my thoughts across as much as I can. I think I'm getting that energy jumbled up in my head where like whatever I'm feeling inside, it's kind of hard to articulate into words. So a lot of you guys are surrendering that. That's a part of you that you're gonna notice like the fog is clearing and you can express yourself more freely. Then we have here Ajna, which is your third eye. A lot of you are opening up to your spirituality in your third eye. Very strong and heavy in the last few weeks of the year. And because of that, you know, when your third eye is awakening, then these things like stubbornness, worry, anxiety, these things are low vibrational things, and they don't have a place, they don't align with you anymore when your third eye is awakening. So that's another thing to keep in mind. The next card that we have here is for today I stand tall. So if you notice that when you're stressed and worried and anxious, your posture changes. And when you're confident and you're having fun and you're carefree, then your posture is different. So I feel like a lot of you are going to notice your posture changing in the last few weeks. And for today, you're fully present in just being aware of your posture. I feel a lot of you, and your third eye is awakening you to that a lot more. Your third eye awakens you to the movements of your own body, which includes your posture. So another thing that I see here, this is really interesting how your reading is becoming very heavily like connected to the divine, because third eye is connected to the divine. Standing tall means that you're realigning your body so that it stands tall and it's able to become like a good antenna for the divine to give you messages through, you see? And these two things are blockages that you may have had. We also have here the Queen of Pentacles. When the Queen of Pentacles comes up, this is when the universe is about to grant you something in the physical world. It's a wish manifested in the physical world. Now, when the Queen of Pentacles comes up, it's also representing a very resourceful person. This is also somebody that could be pregnant. There could be a pregnancy coming in. Somebody that may have decided they want to get pregnant. This is something manifesting in your domestic life. So the last 2 weeks, expect to see something manifest in your domestic life, your home life. That's a strong message of pregnancy. So maybe somebody around you is going to be pregnant, or you're going to find out you're pregnant, or you are pregnant. Pregnancy is something that's coming up strong for a lot of you. The Empress is also the start of a new business. It could be, not the Emperor, the Empress, sorry. This is a creation of something. This is abundance, and both of these cards have a lot to do with fertility, you guys. Wow. Or maybe you're gonna give birth next year, early next year, a lot of you. And that's maybe just your anxiety, you're worried about it, you're scared or whatever, but you know, spirits are saying stand tall, it's okay. This is connected to the divine, so you're going to be okay. Six of Pentacles. Look at the little kids, you guys. Six of Pentacles. Maybe some of you guys are going to be extending your family, maybe adopting even pets. Like maybe you're going to decide to adopt a pet. But there is like new life coming in. Maybe somebody's going to start a new business, you know. There is a new life coming in definitely within the last 2 weeks of this year for you guys. Six of Pentacles. This card is very cute. This is help coming in, and I feel like with a lot of you it's help from your spirit guides. This is definitely help from the spiritual realm, from the divine realm, and they're aligning you so that you're standing tall and not like hunched over and worry and like over posture yourself, if that's even a word, because you're so stubborn and because you're so controlled by your ego. We also have here single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So a lot of you are actually making a decision, or maybe more than one decision in the last 2 weeks of the year, where it's your decision and you're choosing your path. You're choosing what you want or what your next step is going to be, or something to do with this new life, whether this new life is yours or you know, an actual new being, or you know, a new business, a new home. There's definitely new energy, new life coming in, and you guys are going to have full control in choosing how to navigate this and like what to do with it and what is best suited. Another thing that I see here is the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So a lot of you, instead of being so worried and stubborn, the last 2 weeks of the year, it seems like there's more of an energy where you choose to focus on love. There is a very feminine, nurturing energy coming through. So you guys are going to be tapping into that and connecting more with that energy somehow. We also have here, make a vision board. So a lot of you, the last 2 weeks of the year, the spirits are saying it's time for you to make a vision board. Focus your attention on what you want your next year to look like. And the last card that comes up for you guys is Black Pepper Banishment. So use black pepper in the last 2 weeks of the year to leave behind the negativity of this year. So what you could do is use black pepper as a rinse. You could use it in a bath. Just be careful with black pepper because it is strong on the skin. So be careful. And then you could use black pepper in your candles, your spiritual work, your rituals. Black pepper tea. This is for banishment of anything that is not aligned with you. So that is what the last 2 weeks of the year look like for you guys. And you guys picked the ornament. So we use the ornament to decorate our trees, right? So I feel like you're being called to decorate your life. The last 2 weeks of your year, pay attention on creativity. This is a very creative, ornaments, you can get so creative with them. And you're being called in the last 2 weeks to bring out your creativity, because it's actually, get creative with your vision board, because it's actually going to shift a lot of the energies in your life and get it ready for the new year. And just point the energies in the right direction for the new year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked pile number 2, or the pine cone, let's go ahead and see what the rest of the year looks like for you. The rest of 2020. Last 2 weeks. The first card we have here is turquoise. Awaken your empathy. A lot of you guys may be extra sensitive in your emotions. Just a lot of reflecting back on the year, thinking back on the year, memories. Yeah. A lot of just thinking back and feeling compassion and empathy a lot. Let's see what else comes up for you guys. The devil. Okay, I feel like a lot of you are looking back at the year and really seeing where you could have done better and where you did your absolute best, where you overcame your biggest obstacles, where was your turning point of how strong you felt. Like, I feel like a lot of you are just reflecting and looking back at all the times you felt trapped, and now like looking at where you are right now today, and then looking back at where you were just a few months ago. I feel like a lot of you have come out of this place, and now you're showing yourself empathy. A lot of you, the last 2 weeks of the year, you're nurturing yourself, showing yourself sympathy and empathy and compassion, because you went through so much and you were actually really hard on yourself throughout the whole process. And now when you have a chance to just kind of sit back, because as soon as I started this reading, I started like getting out of breath. So I feel like a lot of you have been stuck in that energy where it's just hectic and you're out of breath, and like you have to catch your breath, but you feel like you can never really catch your breath. And these last few weeks of the year, you're going to be able to catch your breath and just show yourself a lot of compassion. I see that a lot. A lot of you are letting go of old emotions too. The Five of Pentacles. You were focused on the loss. You were focused on the grief. You were focused on the bad, on the negative, on the failures, on the rejections, on the hurts, on the pain, the heartbreak. That's what your focus was. And I feel like a lot of you, it's definitely confirmed in both of the cards. Both of the cards are saying there was opportunity for you in 2020, but you just couldn't accept it because either you just felt trapped, or you were just way too focused on the negative, or there was opportunity there and you couldn't take it, and you beat yourself up for it. Maybe you felt like you had to take it, or maybe you felt like you should have taken it, or like you were stupid for not taking it or something. But the last 2 weeks of the year, you're not going to feel like that anymore. You're just going to be like, you know what? I wasn't ready. That wasn't my time. The reason I point to the water is because water is emotions. And if you can see, she's leaving behind. Her emotions are just running, like it's flowing away from her. So you see the water is going through her. It's washing the emotions, and she's going to leave that behind when she comes out. Right now, she can't reach the coins, and same here. Like this man, he can't see the coins that are being offered. Meanwhile, all they need to do, the lock is open. All she needs to do is push out of there. And all he needs to do is just lift his eyes to see that there's an offer being presented to him. And a lot of you guys are beating yourself up because there were offers coming to you this year and you didn't take them, or you thought you couldn't take them, or maybe you messed them up. I don't know, but the cards are saying it wasn't meant to be, and it was a learning curve, and it just, the time wasn't right. Like, there was stuff that needed to happen before you could get that offer, and it seems like a lot of you were ready, but you also are showing yourself compassion. Page of Swords. Yeah, you were not ready. Page of Swords means you have something, but you weren't ready for it. Like, this girl has this big ass sword, right? But I mean, she might not be ready to use it just yet. You know, she has to learn how to navigate it and hold it and take care of it and all of that stuff before she can start to use it. It's dangerous if she just starts swinging it around, right? So I think that's what was going on with you, and now you're about to be ready to use the sword. For today, I'm kind to myself. Yeah, it comes right underneath the devil. You see that? So you're becoming more present in being nicer to yourself, and these last 2 weeks of the year, you're going to be very kind, very nice to yourself, and the universe is going to reflect that in your life. Watch. You have the Ganesha, you have the blessings of Ganesha. He shows his presence in your reading. That's really beautiful. I feel like that's a very loving gesture of him, and he is the remover of obstacles. He grants wishes. He's the god of happiness and wealth and money, and opportunity. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been beating yourself up for this opportunity missed. Whatever that is, it could have been a relationship, could have been a job, a place to live. I don't know what it was. But you're going to get something even bigger. And the proof is in the Ganesha card showing its presence. We have leaping through the air. A plan you've made is on track. If you're waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects that you're considering. See, by you showing yourself compassion, being kind to yourself, and lifting your eyes away from the negative and coming out of this trapped, caged mentality that you've had yourself in. Do you see how the colors are changing of the deck? I feel like the opportunity that's going to come in is very similar to what was missed, whether that was love, money, whatever it was. And it's going to be rapid movement, but this is needed. This time, these 2 weeks of nurturing, resting, being kind to yourself. Look at this. Chocolate, aphrodisiac. You deserve a treat. You guys need to treat yourself. You guys need to be nice to yourself. Like, just indulge in something you love. Aphrodisiac, a lot of you guys may be healing something sexual. Look at this. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Do you guys see the color shift in the cards? It's so insane. So there are relationships in these last 2 weeks of the year that you guys are going to be either distancing yourself from or cutting off completely. And these relationships were actually keeping you trapped and keeping your head down and keeping you not ready for what's to come. And also keeping you mean to yourself. So keep that in mind when you're getting rid of these relationships, you know, as guilty as you feel. It's for the better, and it's really to clear your road, because Ganesha comes to clear your roads. Now the next thing we have here is connect with fire. Now that's so interesting. I have connect with fire, connect with fire, aphrodisiac, of course, sexual. Aphrodisiac is, you know, sexual, and then sexual has to do with our sacral chakra, and our sacral chakra has to do with fire and this color orange, and also Ganesha. So that's interesting how they tie together. So you could connect with fire using chocolate. Maybe you guys can make some s'mores. And then you can like write your intention on the chocolate and then eat it. Or like you can maybe offer Ganesha some chocolate. Just make sure there's no eggs in it because he doesn't like meat. And connecting with fire would be really, really good for you in the last 2 weeks of the year. So you guys could do like a bay leaf burning ritual. You know, cooking would be really good because you're using your stove. What else? You can burn candles, burning sage, burning incense. Connecting with fire is actually going to be really good for you in the last 2 weeks of the year. And the last card that pops up for you guys is be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. A lot of you guys are very afraid to express love, but in the last 2 weeks of the year, I feel like you are morphing and regenerating and coming out of something and lifting your head from something. And you're kinder to yourself, and that reflects in every other area of your life. And you see it because you express it, you get it back. So the last 2 weeks of the year, you're going to be surrounded with a lot of love, both within and without. And the pine cone. The pine cone is what our pineal gland looks like. And this is a huge symbol and representation of our third eye. So I feel like a lot of you, because your third eye is awakening, that's why people leave your life when your third eye awakens. You know, unaligned people. Stuff starts moving really quick when your third eye awakens. You come out of trapped places. You come out of negative places. Your eyes become awakened to the like, what do you call it? Abundance. And you're kinder to yourself, and you're nicer to yourself, and you treat yourself, and you're very connected to your sexuality. That's a big thing. When your third eye is open, you're very connected. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked card pile number 3 or the Geode crystal, let's go ahead and see what the rest of 2020 looks like for you the last 2 weeks of December. The first card that we have here, I don't know if you guys can see, it's for Today I Dance. So somehow you're going to be incorporating dance into your life the last 2 weeks of December. I really feel like dance is going to help release a lot of energy, blockages stored in your spiritual body. So a lot of you may be just dancing at home with your family. I know this year we're under lockdown, and there's a stay-at-home order, so it's just gonna be the two of us. So, but that doesn't mean you can still like have a little party with just you and whoever lives with you. So I feel like a lot of you may be just making the best of the situation. Surrendering defensiveness as well. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear and non-defensive response. So a lot of you may be healing something with somebody where finally it's like either you're gonna finally be able to listen to their side of the story, or they're finally gonna be able to listen to your side of the story. And there's gonna be like a really good communication, a really good talk that's gonna come out of it. And somehow I feel like both of your energies will start to dance together again, whoever this is. So you're going to be mending something with somebody the last 2 weeks of 2020. Purify your body, yellow. So a lot of you may be really drawn to the color yellow for the rest of the year. Drawn to yellow clothes, yellow flowers, yellow candles, I don't know, decorations. You have 2 yellow cards, and I feel like a lot of you, this is the symbol of the sun card in tarot, which means happiness. This is materialistic happiness. This is joy. The outcome of something becoming very joyous, and this is also success. So I see those things in the last 2 weeks of the year for you. As I say that, Saraswati shows her presence. So Saraswati is the goddess of like knowledge, wisdom, focus, motivation, things that have to do with your mind and your memory, which is really crazy because one of her colors is yellow. So I feel like a lot of you, that's another energy that's going to be heavy for you, is focus, wisdom, knowledge, like acquiring knowledge and learning and like studying something. The last 2 weeks you're going to be really driven to learn something, and I feel like it's gonna consume a lot of you, and your energy is gonna start to dance again. It's really interesting. It's going to make the wheels change. This is gonna set off something for the new year. We also have Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is actually a card that when it pops up, this is a lifestyle change, and it's a fast-paced change. It's also somebody that talks a lot. So I feel like a lot of you may be finally speaking your emotions. There's a lot of talking involved in the next 2 weeks for you. And energy is starting to dance again, and just energy moving, things moving and changing and shifting, but in a very good, positive way. The Chariot card means that you need to make a decision. So as these things are moving, it's time for you to like navigate where you want to go, what you want your life to look like, be a part of creating your life as this change happens, if that makes sense. The Chariot also means fast movement. So the next 2 weeks, there's going to be fast movement in an area of your life. Chariot is also, maybe some of you are going to be dealing with a new car, finally getting a new car, or selling your old car. That's another thing. It's going to happen really, really quickly. We also have here, disengage from outcomes. So let go so you can open yourself up to the highest love that you can deserve, or that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. Do you see that? There's going to be a mending, and there's going to be a forgiveness of something that maybe was not forgivable in the past for you. Definitely going to be mending something. And it's going to be fast. It's going to happen quick. We also have here, take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So love is going to rekindle in this relationship. It could be romantic, could be a parent, could be sibling, could be best friends. I don't know who it is, but it's definitely a genuine relationship that's going to be mended. Maybe a lot of you, it might be mending a relationship that, maybe with somebody that has passed away, or with somebody that you don't really talk to anymore, but you have mended within yourself. Because I see a lot of that energy of just you really truly healing something with someone. We also have massage. So this would be a good time for you to use massage to help energy blocks in your body. So I know we are under quarantine and lockdown, and we can't just go get a massage. So, try to do it yourself, or maybe your partner can do it for you, or whoever you live with. What is it called? Oh, on Amazon, if you guys have seen a few of my videos, I actually love that foot spa massage thing. I swear to God, it's the best thing ever. Like, it has rollers and heated and bubbles and everything. And so that's another way you could massage, is using, the foot massagers, or those back massagers that you just kind of put it on your sofa and you sit back and it massages your back. Those are on Amazon too. So there's ways you can get massages, but we're under lockdown and stuff, so you can't go out and get it. But I think it would really help a lot of your body, and just removing energetic blocks throughout the body. And the last card that we have here is romance. So a lot of you, the last 2 weeks, it's going to be filled with romantic energy, and maybe you're going to be getting roses. So keep your eye out. I feel like the universe is going to send you signs through the color yellow and through roses. And you might also be drawn to getting rose-scented perfume, candles. Roses are going to be a part of your life, and you may manifest it. Or you may end up getting rose perfume for your for Christmas or something. And the last thing I want to mention is the Geode crystal. So these crystals right here, when they're closed, they look like this, just regular rocks. And then they break open, and inside they have these crystal patterns and geometric crystally shapes and stuff. So on the outside, you can never tell really what's lurking underneath. And I feel like the outside, that heaviness, that you know, rock part of you, that strong part of you, it's slowly like it's coming inside out, and you're getting to see the beauty inside. And this is a fast-paced movement, and what needed for you to like reveal this aspect of yourself was for this relationship to somehow heal. So that is what's happening with you for the rest of the year. I hope you guys are enjoying the rest of your year, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked pile number 4 or the candy cane, let's go ahead and see what the rest of the year looks like for you. The last 2 weeks of 2020. The first card that comes up is I open to possibilities. So it seems like the rest of the year, you're going to find yourself more aware of the possibilities around you, the potential around you, the opportunities that are like lurking around you. They just seem to be more in your perception. And I feel like some of them were always there, but you just were blocked off to it. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. I see. Maybe your attention was on someone else and you finally realize that you can't fix this person. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone because each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Yes, we can't heal anyone. And I feel like you're finally realizing that, you're seeing it, and it's actually opening you up to a lot of things in your own life where you see so much potential in your own life somehow. You're developing mental clarity. I don't feel like this relationship, whoever this is, it could be a lover, it could be a partner, it could be a friend, I don't know, it could be, I don't know who it is, but it's somebody definitely that has leaned on you for kind of far too long, and it's time for them to heal on their own. And I feel like you're getting a lot more clear on that, for you to have sanity in your own life too. The sun pops up right under the possibilities. So the sun card is a very, very good card. This is material happiness. This is a joyous outcome of something. This is success of something. So something is definitely coming in where it has to do with materialistic gain, like financial gain, abundance of some sort. Some kind of happiness is coming in for you before the end of the year. 4 of Pentacles, boredom. You've been bored. I feel like a lot of you have been bored. 4 of Pentacles also comes up when you want something more stable, you want something more secure, and I think that's what you were trying to harness by healing this person, or trying to heal this person, and you just kind of just lost your energy, your own life force, and you're just like, you know, I need something better than this in my life. Like, I need to pull my energy back to myself. Because your root chakra was suffering. By helping this person, you were kind of draining your own energy, and your root was being affected somehow. So root chakra governs our home, our domestic life, how safe we feel, how secure we feel in our home, our finances, and our relationships. So I do feel like a lot of you towards the end of the year are really healing that aspect of yourself because you're distancing yourself from a certain person. And it's making you become a more positive person. A lot of you, these last 2 weeks of the year, you, group number 4, are extra positive than like other people, just because your energy has lifted higher. And you're developing mental clarity, and so you're able to think more clearly with more love for yourself. Facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and to others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. Okay, for the next 2 weeks, you guys are the type right now, especially, that you can snap, or you don't want to take anybody's BS. So this is the time for you to not snap, and anytime you feel yourself getting angry or upset, then it's probably time to just take a little break, take a little breather, and calm and ground yourself. So keep that in mind for the rest of the year, you know, keep yourself calm and grounded. And then we have here Basil for reconciliation. So a lot of you, yeah, I don't think this relationship is ending at all, but you are distancing yourself away so that they can heal before, you know, you both can have that relationship where you come together 100% on both sides. So for the rest of the year, you can actually use basil to help reconcile this relationship. You can make basil tea. Maybe you can use basil in your rituals, and you know, there's so many ways you can hang basil in your house. You can make a basil rinse, and it helps to bring harmony and peace in the house. It helps open up communication. It brings an abundance of love. So basil is a really good herb you could use for the rest of the year. It would actually really resonate with you guys. And the last card we have here is be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. That is, if you could put the root chakra into words, that's what it would be. Is being in the present moment, but then dreaming about the future. You know, your roots in the future, your foundation in the future, your roots and your foundation, your stability, your security. You know, in finances, in relationships, how do you want it to look like? Dream about it. You know, how, like, it just, look at this card. The possibilities for you, look, possibilities for you are endless, and you will, without a doubt, achieve them with the sun energy. It's just that you have to face your fears, realize that you cannot fix this person, but that doesn't mean that the relationship has to end. It just means that they need to heal on their own so that you can be the best version of yourself that you can be, and you need the mental clarity to do that. So, last thing is the candy cane. Peppermint. Peppermint is for communication, to open roads, to get things moving, and to add a little sweetness to life too. So you may be drawn to using peppermint or eating peppermint towards the last 2 weeks of the year. All right, so that was your reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you really, really soon. Bye.